Agents of Mayhem is a third-person open-world action game in which you take charge of the organisation known as Mayhem, which is trying to take down the bad guy group known as Legion. It has a very cartoonish feel, and the whole style and setting of the game is reminiscent of old shows like G.I. Joe, in which two opposing sides of the coin, each with excellent branding, battle for victory. Made by Volition, it's quite reminiscent of the Saints Row games, featuring plenty of the same sort of motifs that made that game famous, some of the potty humour, and of course, a lot of the colour purple. The basic setup is simple. After attacking the lair of the evil boss Dr. Babylon, you find out he has some sort of evil plan, targeted towards the futuristic city of Seoul. Now you aren't quite sure what it is yet, so your squad and team have to go there and figure it out, completing missions and eventually saving the day. That's pretty much it. It has an open world more similar to a game like Crackdown rather than Saints Row. Dotted around the city are various side missions, such as saving hostages or sabotaging Legion installations, as well as the main missions, which start off with gathering the various squad members you can have, such as bow-wielding rammer and shotgun-heavy hardtack. Eventually they take you to all sorts of wild places, each one being like its own mini-action movie. It's all well and good, but the actual combat is, well, a little damp. While it is solid, and there are really quite a lot of different weapons and upgrades you can use, it just always feels a bit naff. I'm not quite sure the reason for this. I think the style is just a little less fluid than a game like Just Cause, for example. Even in 60 FPS, it has this sort of methodical feel to it that I can't quite place. It might just be how it was running on my computer, but nothing really ever seems to have an impact. This was actually an issue I had with Saints Row 4, in that everything just feels floaty and inconsequential. You don't really get that visceral impact of shooting or being shot at that other games manage to do so well, so you never really feel that intensity that you can get in other games. Despite this, a lot of fun can be had with the game's various weapons and technology that you can unlock. The central hub of the game is a station known as Arc, and here is where you can research new equipable weapons and items, swap out character skins, and much more. The game definitely is very densely packed with content. The main city isn't the biggest I've ever seen, but it does have a lot to do in it, and since it seems like every other street has something new to do, and you're always constantly unlocking new toys and upgrades, the game never really gets stale, and there is always something new to do. That being said, it does have a certain pointlessness to it all. This will either be a big plus point or a negative, depending on the type of gamer you are and the type of game you want to play. As the cartoon cut sequences point out, the story is very 90s or 80s and cheesy, so there isn't any deep meaning to any of it. There isn't really a message or a narrative point, it's just a game. If you're looking for something that is just a game, with no overarching sentimentality or aim, then this could be for you. It's kind of refreshing actually, to have something in which the only aim is to be fun. It's not likely to stand the test of time, but could be a great game to play over a weekend. There aren't too many games that focus on single player only campaigns these days either, so if that's your thing, consider supporting this game. I have the PC copy and it runs just okay. There are occasional blips, but nothing too bad. I didn't experience any glitches or crashing, which is a good sign, and hopefully within a few weeks, the game will be better optimised to run a little better than it does now. Overall, I think Agents of Mayhem is okay. It's the type of game you play through and enjoy, but then forget and probably will never pick up again. I'll expect this to go down the route of many other games recently that don't have much hype surrounding it, and see it slashed in price within a few months, so I'd recommend waiting until then. It's a fun game, and 10 years ago it probably would have been a big seller, but in today's market there are just too many good games around to waste your time playing something that is just average. My score is a solid 6 out of 10.